All right, hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Otis Frampton Live. Just making sure that the sound is good, as usual. A little ritual to start off the show. Well, it sounds like it's good. Didn't think it was good at first. Something was up there. All right, welcome to the show. So this afternoon we're going to be working on the Hellboy Java mashup commission that I've been working on. But I first wanted to show something that I finished yesterday. Was it yesterday? No, it was 2 days ago. I think it was 2 days ago. Anyway, I think it was 2 days ago, and the last thing I said before finishing it was that I needed to take a break from it and then come back to it fresh, look at it, and see if there's anything missing, see if there's anything I could change. And this is a really good example of that. Something that I do with pretty much everything. When you think it's finished, just step away for a while, come back to it. So I'm going to show you where I was at using this time-lapse replay. I'll get it right. There we go. So this is what it looked like when I thought I was finished. And I think what was bugging me was the entire image had sort of a warm tone, despite the fact that I was going for the look of the film, scene in the film to some degree. It wasn't working for me. And I started playing around with gradient maps, taking entire layers and running them through gradient maps to see what I could do. And that's when I hit upon this. And it immediately clicked. Now, I just used a gradient map on the background characters and then shifted some of the foreground characters to a color that matched it. But it immediately showed me what the problem was and why I was so bothered by the look of the piece as it was. There was no color contrast between the foreground and the background. And if you can see now, it's a little muted. Well, not muted, but anyway, the midground characters, which should be the focus, are lit by the warmth of the light, and the background characters and the foreground characters are a little bit cooler, so that the focus is on the characters that I want the focus on. It's another lesson in, if you think you're done with something, take a step back, take some time away from it, come back to it with fresh eyes, or experiment a little bit. Experimentation can lead to fun things, and I use the gradient map filter in Procreate to do that sometimes, just to see what happens if I use it. If you don't know what a gradient map is, here, let me see if I can do it on something else. Oh, here, I'll duplicate this. Just as a quick lesson in what a gradient map is. Here's a finished piece. I'm just going to copy and paste the entire thing onto a new layer. Now, a gradient map takes the image and breaks it down into, here, let's take the Mocha preset. Now, if it takes darks, lights, and all the midtones, and you can assign different colors to them, and it will change the colors of whatever whatever you have it set to, using this as a guide. And you can edit this, obviously, but that's what a gradient map is. Let's take that away. But as you can see, whoops, these are all the preset ones. You can make your own, obviously. I haven't, just because I don't use it that much. But it's a good way, look, that could work as really well as like a poster version of this. It has a retro feel. That doesn't really work. That works. I like the colors, a little too dark, but you see what I'm getting at. So that's what I did. I flattened, I took an entire copy of the background characters here and ran it through the gradient map. And I tweaked it a little bit afterwards, but it solved my problem. It showed me where I was really, really not seeing the piece the way that I should. I was too tied to what I thought the piece should look like, and I wasn't seeing the possibilities of using color contrast or complementary colors in this case, sort of a yellow orange to a blue purple. So anyway, that's the ending of that one. Finished up and ready to send off to the client. What I'll be working on today, that was only 5 minutes of time. I didn't feel it. So I've already done some tweaks to this. Let me turn some layers off here. I've already done a few tweaks to this before the show. Let's see if I can show those tweaks. I guess I can't really show. What did I just do? I'm gonna go all the way back. Sorry. Well, if you watched last time, you remember one of the last things I said was I wasn't totally happy with how the composition was playing out. And I think one of the reasons was I had things really separate, like Hellboy here was a little bit higher and there was no overlap at all. I moved him down, I scaled him up a bit, it worked a little better. He's a little bit more on the rule of thirds axis here. Same with the robot. I shifted the jaws around a little bit, and I increased the sandcrawler in size, and that seemed to so that there's a little bit of overlap with this Jawa and that one. It gave it a little more depth. I still have a lot of work to do on this, obviously, but I solved. Oh, and I kind of tilted the robot's head a little bit to make him look a little bit more like he was defeated. And if you can see this here, I have this rough in here, and I plan to do different things with the hands. I'm going to have this arm. This arm is sort of going straight at the camera. I don't like how that looks. I'm going to have it angled. So that's one of the first things that I'm going to tackle. It's just, here, let me open up VizRef real quick. Let's go to my Hellboy reference. Let's split view. There we go. And then I found a drawing of my from one of my drawings of a sandcrawler. I need to fix that up a bit. So I'm going to use my own work as a reference there. But first thing I want to tackle. Oh, and if you're in the chat room, please feel free to say hello. You're not going to disrupt me or bother me. So I'm here to chat if you want to. So let's move this up. Turn that on. I'm going to do a little quick work on this guy's arm, just to get a basic sense of what I want to do here. Whoops. I don't want him to have. Yeah. It's a little better. Oops. Then I'll have like that. Still don't know how I want that to look, but we can get that later. Just going for a rough look for now. And then I wanted his feet to be a little more blocky, give him more depth. Now it's starting to feel more like me. For some reason, this robot wasn't feeling like mine. I don't know why. I think I was looking at too much reference of somebody else or other artists, I should say. Oh, another thing I changed from last time is I had two like big bullet holes in his chest, but I reduced it to one because I wanted. It just seemed like a better idea that Hellboy only took one shot to take him down, and that's it, right in the chest, and then the smoke will come up this way and from the back. So I was having some problems where I wanted like smoke to come from. If that makes sense. Yeah, I think I want. There. Now I'm starting to see it much better, much more dimensional. Let's draw this leg first. Just gonna have some abstract stuff here. I think I want that works better. Yeah, it's starting to do it a little bit better now. And just gonna need lots of rubble. I'm gonna actually. That's fine. I'll leave it that way. So I was kind of basing it a little bit on this this robot sketch I did a while back. Kind of like some of the shapes, but I've had to sort of modify it to work for the scene. Yeah, now he looks more disheveled, definitely. But sometimes things work, and sometimes Last time I was working on this, the last time like that, I wasn't feeling it. I think I was trying to force it to be something that it wasn't. Um, it just wasn't working for me. And it was really frustrating because sometimes when you're doing a show like this, you're like, oh, I want it to be better. I want to look like I know what the heck I'm doing, and I just didn't feel like I was. And it's another case of step away, come back to it, and sometimes that can be the trick. Definitely much better. It's looking so much better. I'm so much happier with this. But just goes to show you, everybody. I don't know what it goes to show you. What does it go to show you? Let's see. How should I have his hand here? Whoops. There. I never was really a robot guy. Like interests or what I draw. It's not really my forte, but I enjoy the challenge of trying to do things like this. It's much better. All right. Next, let's create a new layer here. Let's grab the red color. I want it to almost look comical, you know. But then I don't want to cover up too much of the guy. There. Gonna leave that. And let's create a new layer. Grab our purple. So let's tackle this. Got the basic shape right, but boy, is it. Did I forget how to draw a sandcrawler? How is that even possible? That means I haven't drawn Jawas in a while, which seems weird. All right. Not quite ready to tackle those Jawas again, but I think. Oh, that's weird. So I'm trying to find something. It's a layer. Yeah, it's really weird. Somewhere there's something that I drew on and I can't find it. Maybe I'll never. Oh, there it is. I was like, why is it there? All right. I got the now that I got the robot rough and the sandcrawler rough done. I think I'm gonna go in. Oh, sorry for that noise. And finalize the pencils on Hellboy here, on both the Hellboys. I think that's all I'm gonna have time for today. I know it looks like it's already done, but I want to get the pencils as tight as possible before I print it out. I'm not the best traditional inker, so I try to get my pencils, my digital pencils, as tight as possible before I print the blue line. Whoops. Part of that is my eyesight is it's not great when it comes to traditionally inking. It's a real strain in my eyes now after my my troubles with the tumor on my optic nerve. I can see much better than I used to be able to see. Thank goodness I got my sight back. But it's still tough to really see clearly. No matter how close I get, and no matter how many types of reading glasses I wear. Especially what I'm doing here is just really I'm tightening up the lines because it'll help me when I'm inking. Sometimes I don't do the pencils this tight, depending on if I'm inking digitally or traditionally. But I know I'll be inking traditionally for this, so I don't want any question about where I'm putting things. Because the next time I look at these images, they'll be printed out in really faint blue on Bristol. Oh, come on. Give me the right. There we go. I don't like how I did that. There's a better way of doing this. That's better. Every once in a while, I like to, I don't need this. I'm going to turn off my other app. Sometimes, you kind of get in the weeds if you're too zoomed in. You zoom out and see if things still look okay. I just noticed this. I think this horn needs to be a little bigger. So I hope my constant zooming in and out is not too jarring. I don't know why I gave his trench coat this weird sort of liner, but I just wanted to have sort of dimension. Okay. Oh, whoops. I know I move around a lot, different parts of the piece, and I think that's just me, like getting bored with one area and being like, I need to switch to a different area. Oops. What am I doing there? this 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 piece might work after all. But I was so unhappy with it last week. I feel that way. I feel like I've failed my client. So oops, what am I doing? Kind of want it to fade off in the darkness. Yeah, I'm probably zoomed in way too much in this, but some of that detail won't survive the finished piece. Well, yeah, maybe. Let's see. It's about as wide as yeah. This is actually about as wide as an 11 by 17 inch page. So that's about how big it'll be when I'm trying to ink it. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I have my pencil in my mouth. I get them that kind of detail in there with a micron, so it's all good. You know what? I do need my reference for something. So let's go back and get the reference. I always like to look at. If you watched before, you would have seen that I found these model sheets that Mike Mignola created. Let me get the arm just right. Oh, whoops. Now I know. I'm like, why didn't I draw anything there? If you look at even Mike, I forgot about this. Mike Mignola said, no idea what palm of his hand looks like. Keep it in shadow or something. I've never had to show it. You shouldn't either. Well, there we go. Oh, that's hilarious. It's nice to know that even the masters sort of fudge things every once in a while. That makes me laugh. Where's his gun? There it is. It changes his gun just a little bit to suit my own needs or suit my own sort of preferences, but not too much. That still makes me laugh. I've never had to show it. You shouldn't either. There's that symbol. Just gonna put it totally in black there. Oh, and turn something off. It's in my. Yeah, there we go. All right, getting close. Look at that. Finished the Hellboy right at the hour mark. Good timing. Cool. Okay. So when I come back next time, we will be able to finish the pencils for this piece. For sure. Finish up all this stuff. Let's get this back. Absolutely be able to finish this. And then, so 2 shows from then for this piece, we'll be able to actually ink it. It's starting to look the way that I wanted it to look. Still need to make some tweaks, but starting to get happy with it. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll be back at 7 tonight actually to continue work on this Daredevil / Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles piece. Another hour-long show. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff on Rumble and YouTube. And I'll see you later.